level 2, we're going to add the glute bridge march at the top. So when you've mastered the curl up, and you can do 8 to 10 of those in a row for the hybrid circuit, you do 3 sets at say 8 reps, and then you do 3 sets at 9 reps, or say 10 and then 11, whatever you do. Whatever level you can get to comfortably and go through that circuit, whether it be 8 to 10 reps, somewhere in that range, for the glute bridges, the curl ups. Then when you can do those, progress to the glute bridge march and try to get the same thing, 8 to 10 reps on each leg. So this is level 2, this is the glute bridge march. He's gonna curl himself up just like level 1. Tailbone lifts up first, glutes contract, hamstrings contract, and he starts to walk his way all the way up his spine, pulling his pelvis up off the ground. So glute bridge all the way up. Good, curl, curl, curl. Push down into that mid-back, abs tighter, curl more in the abs. Yep, keep those ribs down. Good, curl, curl, curl. Now heels to hips, hamstrings get engaged. There we go. Now just ribs down. Yeah. Tuck the chin too. Take the chin with it. Good, tighter. There you go. Now from here, he's gonna actually push down into his elbows, into his upper arms. That's gonna give him some support here, assistance. And he's gonna put all the weight on one leg, and then without moving his core, without changing position, he's planking essentially, he's gonna lift one knee to the chest. Just drives the knee in, we pause 1001, we come back down. When we reset, we re-engage the glutes and the abs and get back to that top position of hip extension, chin to knee, okay? Then he goes other side, all the weight on this side, doesn't budge an inch, left to right, okay? Good, pause, back down, okay? Give me another 4 each leg. Just cruising, you can go a little bit faster. Good, yep, good. Every time he puts that foot back down, he readjusts. Glutes get tight, pelvis comes back up. Okay, almost to the point where you're feeling a massive stretch on the front of the quad. Are you feeling that here? When you get to the top pelvic tilt, you can really get that quad to feel that nice stretch, because you're putting a lot of tension on that pec flexor region under a long stretch. So it's a lengthening and strengthening happening on either side of the leg. And then curl back down, rib cage down, mid back down, low back down, glutes hover all the way until the end. Yep. Keep tilting that pelvis up as you push the low back down. Right there, that bottom 2, 3, 4 inches of lumbar movement, lumbar articulation of that very, very bottom posterior pelvic tilt and lumbar flexion. That's a lot of deep core work that a lot of people don't have very good control of. So expect to have difficulty here and a little bit of herky jerkiness. It's called neural lag. That's your brain trying to connect the dots from here to there, to there, to there. And so it jumps from one position to the other because it doesn't have very good experience there. It's like stuttering over new words that you learn when it's not your first language. So you're trying to learn new words in your language, being movement, and you're doing so by practicing slowly and with good articulation. That's the concentration you put on your movement as you're doing this. Master this little pelvic tilt, lumbar flexion, core control pattern, and it will transfer to a lot of the other movements and have huge payoff, return on investment on the other things that you're doing. And it will help you to have better core and lumbar spine control, which will help you to avoid or reduce low back injuries. So once we have the glute bridge march, then we'll go on to number 3.